guys, and welcome to my March wrap-up. I know I haven't been doing any videos lately, and it's because university has been killing me and I just have been really lazy. I started going to the gym and I got sick, and it's just a lot of things that kind of impacted my YouTube channel. Also, I've been taking care of my blog even more than usual because I kind of neglected it when I was YouTubing. So I'm trying to keep a balance here, and just a heads up, if you guys have any suggestions on videos that you want to see on my YouTube channel, let me know. So let's get started with the March wrap-up. For the month of March, I think I read around 6 books and 2 novellas, and 2 mangas. It's not that great, I know, but I don't mind because A, one book took me 2 weeks to read. I still enjoyed that book. 2, another book took me a week to read, like 100-something pages, and then I just DNF'd it. And 3, again, like university, had no time. I'm not even like caught up in any of my shows. Like, that's how bad it is. I'm just so tired. Like, by the time I come home from university, I go to the gym and I come back and it's like 9 p.m. And then like I have 2 hours of things to do, and then I have to go back to sleep, or like 3 hours. So it's been kind of tough trying to juggle everything, but still, I'm not really focusing on the amount of books I'm reading. I'm just focusing on the whole review books to non-review books ratio, and I only read 2 review books this month, or actually 1.5, but we'll get down to it. So the 2 mangas that I read are volumes 1 and 2 of Kimi ni Todoki, and this is called From Me to You by Juhina. I really enjoyed these mangas. They're like typical shoujo, except they're not like super insta-love and like cliched. I really like them. I love the friendship in the book. Like, till now it's all like friendships, which I truly love. And I gave both of them 4 stars. I actually was around like 150 pages into I'll Meet You There when March started, so I finished the other 250 pages, and I gave this book 4 stars. My review of the book actually was uploaded or posted a couple of days ago. I'll leave the link of it down below. I hope I don't forget. I tend to do that. And I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I did have like tiny issues, or like I just didn't love it as much as everyone. Not really sure why exactly, but again, my review says everything. If I don't end up leaving the link, my blog is www.magibookshelf.blogspot.com, and you'll find it somewhere there. So yeah, it's not a cute contemporary because it's like it deals with some issues, but it's a good contemporary. The second review book that I read is The Truth About Us by Janet Gertler. I wasn't planning on reviewing this one because it was what do you call it? Oh god, I'm sick, so I'm still feeling a bit dizzy, but I thought I had to film this video, so bear with me. But this was an unsolicited copy, but I really wanted to read like a quick contemporary, so I picked this one up. And I really did enjoy it. I flew through this one. This was right after I decided to stop the book that I was like, I need to stop it because I was not getting anywhere with that book. And I flew through it in like 2 days, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And it talks about this girl whose family is falling apart. She's a rich kid, but yeah, something happened to her mom, and her dad's a workaholic, and her sister's nowhere, like she's never at home. So she does something stupid, and her dad makes her volunteer at this local soup kitchen, and this is where she meets a lot of people, and she gets discriminated against for being rich, which is very different and unique. Usually it's the opposite that we see, and I really did enjoy it, and I think Janet Gertler did it really well, and this is my first Janet Gertler book, but definitely not my last. Now moving on to my non-review books. The first one that I read is Shadow Kiss by Rochelle Mead. I'm finally continuing on with the Vampire Academy series because I really want to finish it, and I want to get on with the Bloodline series because that series just ended, and I actually pushed through this one, and like my image of the ugly Dimitri in the movies, and I do know that like the actor himself is not ugly. Like, I've seen pictures of him and he looks like 20 years younger than what he looked like in that movie. But yeah, I had issues with that, but I pulled through this and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I cannot wait to continue on with the series. Then I picked up Mortal Heart by Robin Lefevre. This book actually took me 10 days to read. I don't know why. I think it was during that time when I first started going to the gym, and I was juggling so much work at university that I just had no time. Like, the only time I usually read is on the bus and a bit before I go to bed, but on the bus I was either sleeping or just too tired to read. So 10 days, I really enjoyed this. It's the last book in the His Fair Assassins trilogy. I still think Grave Mercy is my favorite book, but I really enjoyed this one and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I picked up The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson, and this is the Contemporary Lovers pick for February. We had the live show in March and it was a ton of fun. I love this book. This book is a total 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was brilliantly written. I thought that the author captured the main character's voice really well, and the way that he's so awkward and such, and I just loved everything about it, and I cannot wait to pick up the sequel, The Rosie Effect. I read 2 more books, and they're both ebooks. The first one is Breaking the Rules by Katie McGarry. This is book 1.5 in the Pushing the Limits series. I've only read up to Dare You To, but my friend Bana and I decided to read this because she's already read Crash Into You, but we both want to continue on with the series, so we thought we'd better read this, and we read it and we really enjoyed it. I liked the book, and I understand how there's so many misunderstandings that happen, and insecurities, and keeping things from telling to each other. If only they were honestly speaking to each other, things would have been resolved like this. But I understand why, because that's just how it is. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Another book that we ended up buddy reading is Here Without You by Tamara Weber. This is book 4 in the Between the Lines trilogy. I read books 1, 2, and 3 like 2 years ago, before Tamara Weber was even traditionally published. And I love that trilogy. I love Graham and I love Emma, but this one is, book 4 is about Reed and also Brooke and Dory and such. And I had a lot of issues with Reed and Dory, so many issues. It felt like Reed kind of went back to his old ways from book 3. I really liked him in book 3, but then book 4 he's like, nope, let's go back to being a douche. And that's what happened, but I feel like Brooke went forward. And then Dory just annoyed the hell out of me. I don't even like her. She's I don't know, she's just, I don't like anything about her, to be honest. So I wasn't even on board with the Dory Reed thing. I really loved Brooke and her storyline way more than Reed's. And I ended up giving this book 3.5 out of 5 stars. So this is it in terms of the books that I read. They're not a lot, but I did end up reading a lot of books that I've been meaning to read, like The Rosie Project and Mortal Heart, which is finishing a whole trilogy, as well as Shadow Kiss, which is continuing on, and Manga. I've been wanting to get in the mood for manga. So let me know if you guys have read any of these books, or again, any suggestions for videos that you want me to do. And if you guys want reviews of any of the books that I just mentioned, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and see you in my April TBR. Bye!